Trisha Holmes, and we are going to continue our Excel assignment, and this is your video tutorial. And remember, this is in lieu of you reading multiple pages and having a big heavy book. So I hope you like it. So here we go. Okay, this is the start file for our second Excel assignment, and it's called Prontix Courier Service. So in this start file, we have some drivers, and what we're looking at ultimately is the total maintenance cost, mileage cost, and then the total cost per mile. So in this first row, you'll see that you're starting out with formulas. So each of these, starting here at the mileage cost, we have formulas that have been provided for you. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use the fill handle by just taking this little square and dragging it down. We're going to fill all of these. And if you can check the formulas, and they all are consistent and accurate. Now, some of these have a lot of decimal places and some of them don't. We're going to fix that momentarily. Next, let's go ahead and total these. So let's go ahead and write out the function sum, parentheses, B4 through B12. Good. And then I'm going to click on that cell. I'm going to take the fill, that little square, and I'm going to drag it over. Good. That's the totals for everything on the miles and mileage cost, maintenance cost. Now we're going to do the average. So here we're going to write the function, start out with the equal sign, and we're going to type in average. You're going to see it pop up here. And again, I'm looking for B4. I'd like to do this in capitals, B4 through B12. Now, click back into that cell, grab that average function and drag it across. Now, excuse me, for the highest, we're going to write the function as max. So write max, you'll see it pop up there, B4 through B12. Good. And then take the fill handle and drag it. And if you look up here at the formula bar, you can see that it's adjusting. So for example, this is row F. It's smart enough. Excel is smart enough. And then the lowest is going to be the minimum. So we're going to go equal sign min. So minimum will pop up, B4 through B12. We're going to come back to that cell. We're going to use the fill. Okay. Now, guys, I want to explain something that this is very, very important. So Excel is Excel because of formulas and functions. If you do not use formula and functions, you essentially have a Word document with a table. But Excel is extremely smart, and it will do all the work for you. If you just give it one formula, then use the fill handle like we did. Now, when I grade students, I look at mostly formulas. So I'll click around your cells, and I'm looking up here. I'm looking up here at the formula bar at what you've done. And I'm shocked sometimes that people will turn in just numbers that they typed in without the formula, and that defeats the entire purpose of Excel. So let's make sure we're all on the same page that I'm looking at formulas because it's critical to learning Excel. Okay, let's get these numbers organized. So again, a bunch of decimals over here and not very many over here. So we're going to select everything, all the numbers, and we're going to come over here we're going to open this up a little bit more so I have all of my options. Okay, right here in the middle is numbers. Now, remember on the last video when we were dealing with money, it already knew accounting. It now knows we're not dealing with money, we're just dealing with numbers. So we can pick the numbering system is fine, that it's at. Now look, it automatically went to 2 decimals. But let's pretend that you just happen to have a number that has several decimals. We don't want that. We want everything uniform. Just select it and use these decimal buttons if you have some singletons that don't want to move around. Okay, so far so good. The final thing we're going to do is we're going to put a chart. We're charting out these drivers, and we're charting out some cost, whether it's mileage cost or maintenance cost. So what we want to do is we want to grab, let's go ahead and take everything and chart it out. So I selected all the numbers and the averages, minimum and lowest. We're going to come over here to insert. And again, Excel is extremely smart. It has recommendations for us. We can always do other things if we want, like a column. This is like a 2D, this is a 3D. But since we have so much data, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the recommended charts. You're going to pick one that you like. And I'm just going to, I'll take this top one. And, you know, I was going to show you how I highlight it and everything, but I don't need to anymore. The Excel this is an upgraded version, and it's doing it on its own. But we do want to make sure we can see the content, so I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit more. There, now I can read it a little bit easier. Okay, and then the chart titles, the last thing we need to do. So, oops, I'm going to hit Control Z. There we go. And we are going to call this Prontix Courier. Okay. That's it. We did a great job on this. I'm going to go ahead and write your to-do list down here at the bottom. I'll do that. But I invite you to put some color in here. It's kind of bland. So grab some fill color. Oh, I don't know. Purple seems to be calling me right now. So use your own judgment. Add some color that you like, and make it look very, very nice. Okay, that concludes our tutorial. So in the start file, just to summarize it, in the start file, I'll have your to-do list right down here. Okay, thanks for listening.